On the third day of the 33rd Plenary Assembly of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of India, something very special happened. The release of the English Standard Version of the Holy Bible, specially prepared by Indian Catholic Church. To tell us something more about this new translation, that is English Standard Version Catholic Edition, we have someone very special, which is none other than Most Reverend Susaimanickam, Bishop of Sivagangai, the Chairman of Bible Commission Conference of Catholic Bishops of India. Dear Bishop, kindly tell us, what does this the release of the English Standard Version what impact it has on the Catholics in India?
For a long time, we were looking for a good Bible to be used for our lectionary. We first thought of RSV, Revised Standard Version, but then there was the problem of copyright, and therefore later on we found that ESV is an improved translation of the RSV, and also it is more readable, and it has taken into consideration the latest scholarship in biblical studies. And therefore we were negotiating with them, and Crossway Publishers USA also were very much interested in coming forward. It is a literal translation, at the same time readable and more understandable, and also it has a dignity to be used in the liturgy. That is the beauty of it. And therefore for the last 2 years, scholar committee headed by Reverend Father Legrand was involved in this work, and all the scholars were from India, mostly based in Bangalore. They went through word by word, chapter by chapter, book by book, and then it was scrutinized by the entire group of scholars. And then finally it was submitted to the CCBI, Catholic Bishops Conference of India, through the CCBI Commission for the Bible. And finally we got the imprimatur from the President Oswald Cardinal Gracious, and now today it has been published. The beauty of this translation is that it has been adapted for usage in the liturgy, and therefore the principles enunciated in the document Liturgiam Authenticam has been taken care of, and therefore this translation can be now used in public, particularly for liturgical purposes.
Bishop, thank you so much for your insights. Does it mean that the masses, the Holy Mass, will have this readings taken from this version?
Yeah, based on this Catholic edition, the new Catholic edition, the lectionary will be prepared. Of course, there will be some modifications based on the Liturgiam Authenticam, not necessarily based on the new Vulgate, which is the standard version for the use in liturgy, and therefore it should be available within a few months. I cannot say how long it would take, but then it is a question of printing. All the text is prepared, and therefore within a short while the new lectionary for India will be published. And the beauty is several other bishops' conferences like Australian Bishops' Conference, the British Bishops' Conference, New Zealand Bishops' Conference, and all of them are thinking of adopting it for the lectionary to be used in their own countries, and therefore it will be a kind of credit to the scholars, the Indian scholars, who had by this effort won international recognition and reputation. And finally, it is also to the credit of the CCBI that it has within a short time produced 2 international Catholic Bibles. The first one was NLT, New Living Translation, which was also very popular translation of the Bible, and now this ESV Catholic edition, and the man and the inspiration behind was Mr. Nigel, who is the CEO of ATC. He is based in Bangalore. He will be the publisher. He took a lot of personal interest because of his enthusiasm for the Word of God, and therefore this ESV CE has seen the light of day.
Really a proud moment for the Catholic Church in India. This was Most Reverend Susaimanickam, Bishop of Sivagangai, Chairman of Bible Commission for Catholic Bishops of India. This is Father Reynold Pascal reporting for CBCI with camera person Shelley.